So you're thinking about moving to Denton, Texas, but you're not quite sure if this is the city for you? Well, in this video, we're gonna spend some time on the downtown square, one of the most popular places to be here in North Texas.
We are Brandon and Jennifer Fowler, and together we run Fowler Realty Team here in North Texas.
If this is your first time to our channel, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for notifications so you can be the first to know everything there is to know about living in the Denton, Texas and the North Texas area. People just like you reaching out to us all the time looking to make a move to the North Texas area, and we absolutely love it. So whether you're looking to move in 9 days or 9 months, give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email. All that information will be in the description below.
We would love to help you make that move to the North Texas area.
All right, let's get to it. So like I said, this is going to be a tour of the downtown Denton area, otherwise known as the Square. In about the last 10 years, this has become the place to be when you are in Denton. We've got a lot of one-off restaurants like the one behind me called Barley and Board, a very eclectic menu, great cocktails. There are several coffee shops, one over here, right over here. It's called West Oak Coffee Bar. They have a lot of great coffees, teas. You can even get some small bites to eat as well. So that's West Oak Coffee Bar. It's a great place to meet up with your friends. We take a lot of our clients there. We absolutely love it. And then on the other side of us, we have the courthouse. This is a working courthouse. You actually can go inside. You can go straight up to the top. It's a little daunting, but that's something that's really cool about the downtown Denton Square is that it is a working courthouse, unlike some other places that you go to. Another really cool place here on the square right behind me is called D20. So it's a place where you can get some drinks, but then also they have a lot of board games. So it's just a place you go, hang out with your friends, take your family with you too, and just play some board games, maybe, you know, on a Friday night or really just any time of the day. What else do we have? Honey, you want to talk about the tattoo shop?
If you're looking to get a tattoo in Denton, one of the best shops in town is Dark Age Tattoo right behind us. They are nationally recognized and do some great work.
Yeah, they really do. A lot of people prefer to go to that one. There's several tattoo parlors here in Denton, but that's definitely one to go to.
If you're looking for breakfast here in Denton, there's two really great places. One right here on my right called Dick's Coney Island, and then just a little bit down is Cartwright's Ranch House, some of the best breakfast spots in town.
Yeah, so this downtown square really has it all. They've got breakfast, lunch, dinner. A lot of these restaurants, in fact, every single restaurant that's on the square is a one-off restaurant, so there aren't any other ones like it. I do think Barley and Board did finally open up another location because they just got so big. So they opened up a location in Grandscape, but as you can see, here's more of the courthouse behind us. So another thing that's really cool about the courthouse is it is open container. So oftentimes in the evening, you'll see people bring their, grab a blanket, a picnic, you can bring a bottle of wine, maybe even get a cocktail to go from one of the restaurants around you. In May and June, on Thursday nights, they have Twilight Tunes. So you'll have a lot of folk art bands come to the square, and y'all, the last several Thursdays, it has been packed with people sitting in their lawn chairs, blankets, just, you know, bringing their own food and coming out here and listening to music, just having a great time. That's just one thing about Denton is it's very eclectic. It's just like the culture hub of North Texas, to be honest. And I think one reason why it's like that is because we have two major universities here. We've got UNT, which is University of North Texas, and we have Texas Women's University, otherwise known as TWU, but we also have North Central Texas College, and they do have a campus down here right off the square.
Something else that's unique about Denton is we have a lot of brew pubs. Specifically the one behind us, we've got the Loophole. They've got craft beer, they've got food, really good hangout environment.
Yes, so you definitely want to be on the lookout for another video that we're going to do because we want to take you around to all the places on the square and off the square. There's brew pubs, like he was saying. There's little hangout bars. Miss Angeline is one of our favorites because it's an old house with a giant front porch, and so it's really fun to sit on the front porch and just kind of watch people as they go by. But we can't be on the square and not talk about Beth Marie's ice cream. So Beth Marie's Ice Cream is a one-off ice cream shop. They do have another location in South Denton, but my favorite is the Bee's Knees. It's not his favorite, but I'll let him tell you what his favorite is. But my favorite is the Bee's Knees. It's a lavender and honey, and it is so refreshing. And their ice cream is made in-house, and they have tons of flavors. You go in, and it looks like an old ice cream shop. Totally cool place to go. You have to visit Beth Marie's anytime you're on the square. Hey, you could come down here just for ice cream or after dinner, of course. What's your favorite, hun?
I'm old school, cookies and cream all the way.
Every time we go somewhere,
time.
y'all, we could go somewhere in a totally different state that has this amazing ice cream shop.
Yeah.
He's always gonna pick cookies and cream.
Always.
But Bee's Knees, you gotta go. Okay, LSA, we can't be on the square without talking about LSA Burger. That's a great place to go to grab a hamburger. They have garlic parmesan fries. Those are really good. Rooftop seating is seriously, that's my favorite. Any chance that we get to sit outside, I don't care how hot it is, then we're gonna do that. And by the way, speaking of heat, what would you say it is today, hun?
It's probably 85,
Yeah.
light breeze.
Perfect day today. It's a little overcast, a little breezy. This is just wonderful weather that we're having, which honestly for June, this is typical of Denton in the North Texas area. Yes, it can get really, really cold. I'm sure as you've heard, the, what do they call it? Not Ice Mageddon. Was it Ice Mageddon of 2021?
Sure, yeah, it was
Where
nuts.
pretty much the entire
The Arctic
state,
Circle down.
yeah, it shut down for 7 days. The whole state did. That's like what they call like 1 in every 100 years that's going to happen. That's really rare. However, last year we did have some ice again, but we could go years without seeing a snowflake. So, but we do have winters here. We do have a nice fall, and we really do have a good spring season. Summer can get pretty warm. Last year was an anomaly. It was really hot. That's not very common for it to get that hot. Normally in August it'll top off around 102. Sometimes it can do that in July, but honestly for the main part in June, we're having some pretty good weather and we really like it. Okay, so behind me, the Chestnut Tree, they just remodeled their restaurant. Great lady that owns this restaurant. It's more things like sandwiches and salads. I think they're open 3 nights as well with a really different menu and wine pairing. So, yeah, there's just so many great places to go on the square. This one's more like a little bistro, the Chestnut Tree. You can't miss that place as well.
Also, we've got Norman Roscoe's behind us, so they have some of the most unique shirts in Denton, Denton specific. And then next to it is Discover Denton, and that's kind of the visitor center. So if you're looking to find out other things going on in Denton, Discover Denton is it's run through the Denton Chamber of Commerce, and they can point you out in every direction that you would want to go in Denton.
Yes. So as I mentioned earlier, the square really hasn't been this busy always. It's only been in about the last 10 years where any time of the day you can come up here and the parking spots are going to be full. There's people walking, there's people on the lawn. It really doesn't matter what day of the week or what time of day. This really is the place to be. And so one thing that they just started doing, and this should be finishing up soon, is now when you cross the street, instead of having to cross and then cross again, they're making it to where now you can cross diagonally. So that just helps to keep the pedestrian traffic moving a lot more smoothly. So it's really good to see that Denton is really noticing the growth that's happening here and making the changes that are necessary. Okay, Denton just opened up, well, I don't know, maybe about a year ago, hun?
A couple years.
Okay. Right behind us is the Wells Fargo building, and on the very top it's called Sunago Bell. It's a really cool event space. Honestly, the best view is from the men's restroom and the women's restroom. This whole, at night, the courthouse is all lit up, and it's just really a great place to take photos. But Sunago Bell, if you're looking to have a wedding or some kind of event, that is definitely a place that you want to check out.
So one of our favorite things about Denton, especially the square, is during Christmas time we have Wassail Fest and we have the annual Christmas tree lighting. They shut the entire square down for the entire evening. They have vendors come out with all kinds of goodies and treats, and Santa Claus is here. And I think last year we even had an ice hill just down the street. So it's a really cool environment, super family friendly. A whole lot's going on.
How many people would you say? 2,000?
It's more than that.
More than that? It's a lot. A lot of people. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he was saying, super family friendly event, and gosh, we've done it for many years. And if you don't know what wassail is, you need to look it up, because I was so surprised that not a lot of people knew what wassail was. So basically, during Wassail Fest or the Christmas tree lighting, whatever you want to call it, like he was saying, like Brandon was saying, they shut the square down. And almost every single shop that you see around the square serves wassail. So you get to go along and sample wassail during Wassail Fest. And some years it is really cold, and other years it just feels really good. But that's something we like to do every year. Super family friendly. That's just one event that Denton does. We've got other things.
Yeah, in September they have, it's called Arts and Auto. So once again, they shut the square down. They have antique cars that come up and line the sidewalks, hundreds of cars, and lots of art stuff going on. Any parade in Denton, July 4th. We also have a parade for the North Texas State Fair, which is another huge special thing about Denton. But every parade route always runs around the Denton Square.
We've got Dog Days of Summer, Arts and Jazz Fest. That's off the square, but not very far. That is a very, very, very popular
tens of thousands of
event.
People
Yeah, that's like over the course of, I believe, 3 days. Gosh, we got Redbud Festival. Oh, one other cool thing is the Day of the Dead. We have the weekend of Halloween. Yeah, Day of the Dead Festival, once again here on the square, and they do coffin races. It is so cool. So hopefully you're kind of getting a sense of what Denton really is, and just how unique it is compared to a lot of newer towns that don't have this vibe. For us, that's what makes Denton really special. We really like all the variety and diversity that it brings to our city.
Another coffee shop right behind us is Jupiter House. They've got a cool vibe as well. They even have an upstairs section. So definitely check them out. They've got some of the best cinnamon rolls in town. So
that's true.
Pop in and grab one of their cinnamon rolls. During COVID, they were actually, since the shop was closed, they would have people place big orders and send out orders of their cinnamon rolls all over the place. And I'm a fan of cinnamon rolls.
Yeah, it was good. We did that. Sunday morning, wake up, go down to Jupiter House, get your cinnamon roll, and then go sit on the front porch. Yeah, with your coffee. Yeah. So another cool place about Denton. Okay, so we are coming up on a really cool building. This one, actually, this lot behind me, actually, several years ago, that building burned down, and they haven't quite put anything back up in its place. We also have La Di Da, which is a boutique that's right behind me. Over on the other side, there is the Palm Tree Boutique. There's some other ones around the square as well. It's not just restaurants. Definitely want you to know about our boutiques, because we are a huge supporter of small businesses. But what I really want to show you was something that's so cool in Denton. It's called the Downtown Mini Mall. Gosh,
this place has been around since we were kids.
Yeah, a really, really long time. And what's so cool about this place is you go in, and it's not just like antiques, but you can find old rotary phones and records and record players. And it's just a really fun place. Whether you are 5 years old or 50 years old or 60 years old.
I bet there's things in there that were there when we went in there when we were kids.
Probably so. So, you know, if you're going to come to the square, you may as well hit the mini mall and see if there's anything you can add to your collection.
Another one of the unique buildings in Denton is right behind us, and that's the old Opera House. It's now recycled books. And you've ever seen Ghostbusters, the basement where they go down in the New York Library where all the ghosts are? They've got one of those here, and it's really cool. They've probably got, I don't know, just thousands of books and just old school things in there that are really neat. Yeah,
videos,
vinyls.
Videos.
You name it, they've got it.
Yeah, so this is a great place to just spend a couple hours, especially if you're a book lover. They also buy books from people. And I think there's apartments above. I think you can still live above it as well.
Well, one of the other unique things about Denton is all of these businesses, a lot of them do have apartments. Above La Di Da has an apartment. Above one of the other businesses on the other side has apartments. We were kind of interested in for a while, but the timing didn't work out. But there's some really cool apartments in downtown Denton. I think there's even an Airbnb above Dix Coney Island too.
We hope that you enjoyed your tour today of downtown Denton, the square, and one of the best places to live, which is Denton, Texas. We've got a lot more videos coming out, so be on the lookout for videos on certain price points in Denton. Be on the lookout for the unique pubs here in Denton, murals, and boutiques. We've got a lot more to show you.
So we'll see you on the next one.